Two wild African cats are pulled from a vehicle after a car crash involving a suspected intoxicated driver.
4 big cats are safe thanks to a team of rescuers from 3 organizations rescued from horrendous conditions at an abandoned roadside zoo in Oklahoma.
Exotic animal rescues are always unpredictable. Factors such as the animal's health, location, and situation present a unique set of challenges that must be addressed methodically. At Turpentine Wildlife Refuge, our team of animal care professionals has developed a dynamic process of rescue preparation, ensuring every animal we rescue makes a safe and comfortable journey to true sanctuary.
Right, so whenever we get a call for rescue, we always have everything pre-prepared basically. A variety of things we always bring with us. So we have our vet box. It's always prepared down here at the hospital. Gets checked for inventory periodically, so everything that's in there should be in there. But before a rescue, we always double check it as well. So this basically contains any kind of supplies we possibly need. So of course, rescues, you never know what you're gonna run into. Hopefully the cat's easy and healthy, but you never know. We've got leashes, syringes, needles, all sorts of medical supplies or veterinary supplies. Our mega mover, which is basically like a big stretcher that we can use if we do sedate the cat. We can carry him into the roll cage if we need. We try to keep anything you could possibly think of, including Clorox wipes, blood vials. We do take blood from the cats if we need, if we do sedate them. So we can have a little bit of a health check on them before they get here. This is what we call a pull syringe. It's air inject, so we're able to put a needle in there on the end of it, set it, and then when you give the cat the shot, we have long distance to give the cat the shot, and it injects the sedative into them incredibly quickly. So the cat's kind of near the fence, you can usually grab them. The darts as well, we do have a dart gun that we bring too, because you never know what you're gonna run into. The cat could be in a huge enclosure who doesn't want to get anywhere near you. You may have to dart it. The small cat, we bring the net. Again, we don't necessarily always have to use it, but we always want to be prepared ahead of time. It's kind of always the motto of things. The second bin of tools. So the first one's all the medical and veterinary tools. This is all of our other tools. So everything from bolt cutters. Sometimes we do have to cut wire down, cut edges of fencing down, depending on what we're running into. Tie wire, spray bottles, something as simple as clips, zip ties. I mean, anything you think of, because of course you go on one of these things, the main thing that seems to happen is like, oh, we need this one thing that we do not have, but we really never run into that because we bring everything you possibly think of. The other really important thing that always goes on every rescue is our paperwork. We always get it ready before we go. Contains all of our licenses, both the state license from Arkansas Game and Fish, as well as our federal USDA license that allows us to travel with the animals. And then the paperwork that we need to fill out to bring the cat into the state. Arkansas requires us to have a veterinary examination record prepared before we get there, so we have these on hand. We will also send them to the place of rescuing from ahead of time and have them hopefully fill it out ahead of time, depending on the situation. We never know what we're gonna run into. In addition to all the veterinary equipment, some of the tools, we'll need a way to move the cats and bring them here, depending on the size of the animal. So obviously if we're bringing a little cat, a crate, this side, or sometimes it's even smaller, we can bring that with us. If it's a larger cat, we bring one of our custom designed roll cages. Have to bring water jugs so we can water them on the trip. We actually will bring straw with us to be able to give them bedding. Walking into these situations is really, really tough. You never have any idea what you're gonna be presented with. So over the 32 years we've been doing this, we have seen pretty much everything, but every new rescue seems to give us something new. So we always come prepared.
Take a look at this. This crazy looking cat is really an African serval. Turpentine Wildlife Refuge. They were called in, loaded up the female cat and took her back to Eureka Springs.
Addressing an animal's specific medical needs can be difficult. Often, these animals have incomplete records if they've received any veterinary care at all, as was the case with Mondo, the African serval.
After getting checked out by the vet, several health issues were actually found.
Dr. Kellen is doing an exam. It's a little gruesome. She's got a very bad infected toe.
We did have to treat that. And then her tail has a wound at the very base of it. So we think that in the cold spell we had here in Arkansas in the last couple of weeks, she probably got frostbite. So we did just have to amputate her tail.
There are many roadside zoos and other facilities that provide improper care and sometimes exploit these animals for profit.
These roadside zoos that are here just for profiteering and not for the care of the species, they don't know how to do this. So these facilities we're lucky to be able to close the chapter on this facility in Oklahoma, but there are many more out there that we need to work on shutting down and relocating these animals into much better care at accredited institutions or with our partners, our accredited sanctuaries.
Though the Big Cat Public Safety Act has greatly reduced the private ownership of big cats, the underground trade of these animals persists, and smaller exotic cats, such as servals and caracals, has not been adequately addressed. Turpentine Creek is committed to giving these animals a pathway to the dignity and safety they deserve. Thanks to your support, we currently house over 100 exotic cats and bears and continue answering the call to bring these animals from unsafe conditions to their forever home.